In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the pivot foot and how you can use this to your advantage to basically get past your defenders super easily. So let's get down, let's check this out. So first off, the basics. What is a pivot foot? Well, as soon as you get that ball, whatever foot you are on when you receive that ball, that is your pivot foot. If you receive the ball and you're on both feet, you could use either foot as your pivot foot, which means that, for example, you can pivot around like this and you'll be all set. You're not traveling. However, as soon as you pick up that pivot foot and plant it back down and you haven't dribbled yet, that is now a travel. So for example, if you receive the ball on both feet and you say, well, I want to use my left foot as my pivot foot, and then you say, well, I want to switch to my right, you can't. That's the travel, you can only use one. So you can actually really use your pivot foot to your advantage to be able to get past defenders. So the most basic move that you can do is the jab fake. However, we can actually use multiple fakes together to be able to get past your defender. So for example, when you receive that ball, you can do a jab fake, you can pull back, you can do a shot fake, you can do another jab fake, and then you can attack. If you can combine multiple moves like this together, if you can watch your defender's heels, and if he is defending you like this, he's up on his toes, and as soon as he drops his heels to the ground, or as soon as he gives you that top foot, attack that top foot. So for example, if you receive that ball and you jab, and his left, you're right, but his left foot drops back, you can attack that top foot, and you should be able to get past that defender quite easily. However, there's also small little nuances to this as well, where if you can go and jab, and if you can get your shoulders below theirs, you're gonna have a faster acceleration. Also, if you jab, do a shot fake, and when you do a shot fake, bring your right leg, for example, back, and do that shot fake, that gives you that -0 step to attack, and it gets you a lot quicker again. Now, when you're attacking a basket, you can actually really use your pivot foot to your advantage to do different up and under style moves, similar to Luka Doncic, Kobe Bryant, and many others. So as an example, if you're driving towards the rim and you do a spin move, now you actually really have the advantage, because now you can pick up on this foot as your pivot foot. You can then do a negative step back shot fake at the same time. If that lifts that player into the air, you can step through and you can go for that layup. You can also do the exact same move, and when you're attacking and you do this spin move and you do that shot fake, if that brings the defender closer to you but he doesn't jump, what you can do now is to create that contact, get your shoulder into him. But remember, when you're putting your shoulder into him, you cannot go past this leg. If you do, it's most likely going to be called an offensive foul. So if he comes really close to you, you can put your shoulder into him and then go up for your shot using two hands, then you're going to have the advantage. You're going to be able to draw the foul. However, this is why I say that you should be able to shoot with both hands if you're inside the key. The reason is this: I'm right-handed, but I can also shoot with my left when I'm super close. And the reason for this is because, let's say I'm driving towards the rim and I do this spin move and I do that shot fake and he's not jumping for that shot and he's coming closer to me. Well, I can dip my shoulder into him. I can then go back and shoot with my left hand, and I should be able to make that shot. Now, even though my left hand isn't as pretty as my right hand shot, it still gets the job done. You can also really use your pivot to your advantage in the low post. Whether you're 6 feet tall and a guard or a 7-foot center, you can really use your pivot foot to your advantage. So my all-time favorite move ever in the low post is the up and under. And this is a move that every single player can do. I've done it at 6 feet tall against 6'11" guys. I've done it against 7 foot guys. I've done it even against 6 foot guys. And this move works for all heights. Now, if you're going up against somebody taller, you may need to add in a couple of extra things. However, the basics behind this move is simple. You get that ball, you then turn towards the key, you do your shot fake. If he goes into the air, you then can take one dribble, or you can just step through depending on how close you are to the basket. Now, when you're doing this, if you're going up against somebody taller and you get that ball and you do that shot fake and they get into the air, because let's just say on a blanket statement that most players who are over the height of 6'4" are going to usually jump for most shot fakes. And when that happens, you can really get past them easily. So if you're at the disadvantage when it comes to height and you do the up and under move, finish with a reverse sometimes, depending on how high that player jumped for your shot fake, because then you can use the rim and the mesh as a defender from him blocking you. So to do that, shot fake, one dribble, 2 steps, and then reverse. Some of the best players to watch of all time when it comes to pivot feet is Carmelo Anthony, as well as players like Tim Duncan in the low post, as well as Hakeem Olajuwon, and even a current player, Nikola Jokic. Some of those players are some of the best ever at using your pivot foot to your advantage. And that first move that I showed you is a move that Luka Doncic uses as well. He is another player that is extremely great to watch and to learn footwork from. I hope that you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, hit that like button and subscribe. I'll see you guys again next time.